So again, I'm going to show you guys how to finish the 5 themes of geography assignment that we did on August 17th, Monday. Alright. So remember, everything is all here. Okay, it's all here. Okay. You guys were supposed to find look as to what group you belong to. Most of you guys did not do that. Okay. The reading material is right here. Again, you guys will have to use all of the 5 themes. So the first theme is location. The next one is place. Now, location, we did it together, okay? Remember, for location, you need to know the absolute location and relative location, okay? Absolute location means exactly where it's located on the Earth. As to latitude and longitude, latitude is in talking about from the equator and how many degrees up north and how many degrees down south. Longitude is from the prime meridian. It goes from east to west. Okay, that is absolute location. All right. Relative location is just the definition is right there. A place's relative location is its location when compared to something else. So, for example, there are 3 examples here. The first example will be Chicago, Illinois is 800 miles west of New York City. Okay, so that exactly is how you work it. That is exactly how you do absolute location, relative location. Now for place, the place is the second theme of geography, and it tries to explain what a location is like or what kind of place is it. Okay, so they are talking specifically about characteristics. You gotta basically explain what a place is, and the way you could do that is by using physical characteristics and human characteristics. Okay, so physical characteristics, it's basically just how it is, just the definition of physical. So whatever you could possibly see there. All right. So if there's a body of water right there, right next to it, if there's the kind of vegetation, the kind of plant, the kind of forest, the kind of animals, the kind of soil, that will be describing a physical characteristic. Okay. Now, if we're talking about human characteristic, it's more as to what is going on with the humans there. Okay, such as the example given here in this paper is the example of Brazil. Okay, so to understand how place helps us learn more about geography, we must also examine how human characteristics make a place stand out. Human characteristics are the impact that people have on a place. Brazil has the largest Roman Catholic population of any country. So you could say a human characteristic of Brazil is that they have the largest Roman Catholic population of any country. You could also say that it is common to see young children playing football, otherwise known as soccer, in Brazil, since this is the sport of choice by most Brazilians. Another human characteristic is music and dancing are also very popular in Brazil. The official language is Portuguese, and the people enjoy a democratic style of government. Alright, so these are all human characteristics for describing a place, which is we're talking about Brazil. Alright. The next will be human and environment interaction. Okay. The third theme of geography is human and environment interaction, often called just interaction, and it tries to explain how humans have modified their environment to fit their needs. Okay? Early in Earth's history, the environment was entirely a physical feature. Rivers raged, mountains soared, and forests dotted the landscape before humans arrived. Once humans arrived, they quickly realized that their environment could be deadly. Okay? And they sought solutions to alter it. For example, rivers flooded annually, which destroyed crops, homes, and lives. So humans modified their environment by building dams to control water levels. Okay, so there's more definitions as to what it is, but a definition that I used during the class was saying, think about California City today, and it was 108 degrees. Now, humans adapted to the cold, to the geography of the land by basically creating homes so there's shelter from the sun, we don't get sunburnt, having electricity around there where we could put AC, and we're modifying our environment by basically we're getting out of the hotness and we're getting into some at least some cool air, which is having an AC on or a fan on. Okay, so that's modifying your environment. Okay, the last one will be the movement. The fourth theme of geography is movement, and it tries to explain how the movement of people, goods, and remember, goods could be, back then it was sugar, tobacco, and cotton. It could also be textiles, rum, alcohol, oil. Today, it could mostly be technology, such as, like, let's say the PS5, the iPhones, the Androids, the Samsungs. So that's what a good is, okay? Now, coming back to this, and ideas impact locations around the world. People can move around the world in a variety of ways: car, boat, airplane, train, etc. Goods can also use the means of transportation. Ideas often move with people as they travel, but ideas are unique in that in today's world, ideas can move without having a physical carrier. Ideas can move by using the internet, a newspaper, or even television. So, the internet, specifically social media, okay, we can know exactly what's going on, let's say in another country like Mexico or Spain or London and the city of London. We know exactly what's happening right there just by social media now, okay? So that's movement, okay? I'll explain what is exactly the answer is in a moment. I'm just going to go to region, okay? The fifth and final theme of geography is region, and it tries to explain how and why places are similar. A region defines an area. This is the definition right here, okay? A region defines an area that has unifying characteristics such as climate, industry, people, physical features, vegetation, or any other characteristic that can be similar from place to place, okay? So many places are part of a region based on their climate. In the United States, there are 8 different climate zones that divide the country. Like regions, all share a similar climate. For example, the very deep south, Florida to southern Texas, has a very hot and humid climate for the majority of months out of the year. Okay, so make sure you guys read this again before you go on to the next step. All right. So these are the answers. So again, just go ahead and pause the video. So this is the answer for page number 2. Okay, we did this together on Friday on August 14th. Okay, so go ahead and put pause. Now I'm gonna go to the next one. This is the answer for location and the answer for place. It's basically what we just talked about. Okay, I just explained it again. Go ahead and put pause. And this is the answer for interaction and movement. Okay, here is the answer for region. Now, I did not talk about this on some periods, but this is what you should do for the homework. Is this one. Okay, in the space provided, write a letter to a friend about a place you are visiting. In your letter, address each of the 5 themes of geography based on what you are seeing, experiencing. For example, to address location, you might say, "You won't believe this city. It's only 20 miles south of Niagara Falls and is located at blank latitude and blank longitude." So they're using absolute and relative location. So when you're going to talk about location, well, this sentence should be in a color that you choose right here. Okay, I want you guys to highlight it. All right, highlight the answer. Okay, so that's what you need to make sure you're doing, and you have to talk about all five themes. Okay, if not, you're gonna lose points. If you don't include all of them, you're gonna lose points. So you have to write a letter as to what it is. So let's say if we're talking about Niagara Falls still, location, we already did that. The absolute relative location. Place, what are you seeing? Are you seeing a lot of water? Are you seeing a lot of forest? That's a physical characteristic. Now, a human characteristic. What language? What language? Sorry about that. What languages are being spoken? What are people doing for pastime there? And what do people like? Basically, what do people like to do? And what can you do for fun there at a place? Okay, and then you will just highlight that red or whatever color you like. Make sure it's not the matching colors. Interaction. How are people interacting with that? So if it was Niagara Falls, you could say uh, the humans are interacting by basically mm, uh, using the water from the lakes to have a water resource, and also to use it for tourists. A lot of people want to see Niagara Falls, so they're using it for tourism. Okay? Movement. What is being transported there in and out? What are people bringing to Niagara Falls? What are people bringing out of Niagara Falls? Region. Explain how the region is. You could talk about the climate. What is the climate of Niagara Falls? What is the what exactly do they share with the cities around there? Okay, what you can even talk about certain states. It belongs to this state. It is the state of this. Blah blah blah. So you have to hit all 5 themes. Okay. If you have any questions, you got to let me know.